How's it going, guys? Coming at you with a second range report with the Project SPR 2.0 rifle. As you can see in front of you, there are some changes with the rifle. For those of you guys that don't know what those are, let me run you through them. I changed out this clunky bipod adapter. This was a YHM Picatinny rail bipod adapter for the Harris bipod. I changed that out and replaced it with the Magpul M-Lock rail adapter. It just brings that bipod right up against the rail, and it's low profile. It works really, really well. I think it looks a lot better as well. So change that out. But the biggest change, though, as you guys can see, is that it is running the Wilson Combat barrel. It's the Recon tactical barrel. This is an 18-inch barrel, 1 1/8 twist. It has a 5.56 chamber, 416R stainless, and just a really, really nicely crafted barrel. I think that they are second to none in craftsmanship on this barrel for sure. I've had the rifle out with this Wilson Combat barrel on it 3 times now, and I've got to say that I am much, much more impressed with the accuracy of the rifle with this barrel on it by far. We are seeing a lot more sub-minute groups with the Wilson Combat barrel, and I feel that if I do my job, it's a solid 3/4 minute barrel. 3/4 minute to 1 minute barrel. It's definitely a notch above in accuracy over the Noveske. And that might really shock a lot of you out there. It shocked me a bit, but I really think that this is a better quality barrel than the Noveske for sure. And I'm really, really happy with it. And you're going to see that when we show you the targets here in just a bit. But yeah, we've had it out, and I'm happy with it. I really think that the rifle is complete now. Minus I need to get a sling for it. But other than that, I think that this is how the rifle is going to stay, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. So I just have to get a hand load nailed down for it, and once I do that, then I'm going to load up several hundred rounds for it, and we're going to be good to go. So without further ado, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the targets. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some targets here. Let's roll in this one here. We shot the M855, 2 groups with this M855. That's the 62 grain green tips. And we got a 2.97 inch group, which is horrible. If you minus this flyer, it's actually about a little over 1.5 inches. But with the flyer, it's almost 3 inches. Here we shot one, and this is a 1.55 inch group. So that's actually pretty decent for this this bullet, which is really not accurate at all. I've talked about that in the past. It's really just not a great bullet. I just don't like it much at all. But we've got two. Let's see. We've got 2 groups here with this Fiocchi. This is this Fiocchi Extrema rifle hunting. It's a 50 grain VMAX is what it's loaded with. And we got a 1.477 inch group with this and a 1.22 inch group. This shot right here is a fouling cold bore shot, and then we shot this group, and then we shot that one. So right around a 1.5 minutes, between 1.25 minutes, 1.5 minutes accuracy with that Fiocchi VMAX, which is a 50 grain bullet, so really light bullet even for a 1 1/8 twist rate. But and then these 2 groups here are my hand load, which we got a 1.4 inch group, 75 grain boat tail hollow point from Hornady. There's a 2.2 inch group. I don't even know what happened there. And then this is just a 2-shot group, so it's really not much. It's not worth much in data, but that's a 0.57 inch group, 2-shot group, so nothing fancy there. Let's roll in this next target here. We're looking at, this is the 77 grain Remington match ammo, which is probably the best shooting stuff that this rifle saw. And this is loaded with a 77 grain Sierra Match King. Let's see if I can get that to focus there. Yeah, so it's the premier match stuff from Remington. Look at this group, 2.283. That's a 3-shot group there with that 77 grain Sierra Match King. I was so impressed by this ammunition that I went out and actually bought a box of this the Sierra Match Kings, the 77 grain stuff. Let me just show you what it looks like inside. So there's your 77 grain bullets. I'm going to be working up a hand load with this round. I was really hoping that the the Hornady stuff shot better in this rifle, but it just doesn't seem to really like the 75 grain boat tail hollow point. So I'm going to try a hand load with the 77 grain Sierra Match King and see if it does better. You'll see this hand load just did not really do well throughout this. But here's another group with that Remington .715. That's a really great group. So we're looking at 3/4 minute and a 1/4 minute accuracy there. Here's a group with the same ammunition, 1 1/4 minutes. So I don't know what happened there, but it just didn't do well. I probably shot kind of crappy there. The rest of this is with that Nosler custom stuff. We got a 3/4 minute group here, a 1.5 minute group here, and then about a 1.5 minute group here. So again, I probably didn't do my job behind the rifle for these couple groups, and so that's probably on me. But that's just kind of how it is sometimes, you know. So let's roll in the next target here. So this is Nosler Custom. That's a .97. Here's a 1.17, and here's a 1.08 with the Nosler Custom stuff. So decent ammunition. It shoots right around a minute, maybe a little bit, between a minute and a minute and a quarter with this ammunition. So not stellar, but decent. And then here's a Remington 77 grain Sierra Match King group, 1.1 and 1.6 inch group, not stellar either with this ammunition. But again, this ammunition shot the absolute best through this rifle here. So here's a couple of hand loads. Here's a 1.1 inch .91. That's probably one of the only sub-minute groups I got with my hand load. Here's a 1.2 inch group and a 1.45 inch group with these 75 grain bow tail hollow points from Hornady. I just don't know if the rifle really likes that round, you know. So anyway, further evidence of it. Okay, so here's another target. Here we have, let's see, we have a group with this American Eagle 50 grain varmint stuff. I really like this round. I think it's some of the best bang for the buck on the market. But we got a 1.725 inch group there. Not great at all. Here's another hand load group, 1.61, horrible. It should be shooting better with my hand loads. It really should. Here is the absolute best group I shot with this hand load, which is just over a half minute, 0.547. And I wrote steady on this because I felt really good about this group when I shot it. I just felt really steady, and everything just did well. So again, some of this stuff could be me, guys. But here's a half-minute group from that. Here's 3 groups from PMC, 4 groups from PMC. This is just that PMC bronze, which is just the 55 grain full metal jacket. Most people know what this stuff is. 1.1, 1.76, 1.76. 2.5 and 1.83. So we're looking at about 1 3/4 minutes with this ammunition. Really not known for accuracy, so there you go. Check this group out though, guys. A .718. That's a 5-shot group with this Remington 77 grain Sierra Match King. Ultra steady group. I felt really good when I shot that. So I think I really think that what you're looking at right here, this is a 5-shot group with this Remington Sierra 77 grain Sierra Match King from the Remington match. I think this is what the rifle's capable of. Okay, I felt really awesome about this group, and I felt really steady when I shot it, and I think that this represents the Wilson Combat Barrel to its fullest if the shooter does their job, because ultra steady, that's what I felt. I felt really good with that. So all right, last target that I could find. I know that there's a couple more, but whatever, I'm missing a couple. So here's with this 50 grain varmint tip stuff, .747, so that's 3/4 minute group. Here we've got a 1.68 with this ammunition and a 1.22 with this ammunition. So really, you know, it's about a minute and a quarter with this ammo with this rifle. So here is a 3-shot group, .454 with my 75 grain Hornady boat-tailed hull point. It's 23 grains of Varget with a small rifle primer running there in I believe Lake City brass. Okay, 1.09, 1.25, and 1.07 with my hand load as well. These 4 groups are hand loads. So if we base it off that, we're looking at just right around a minute with that ammunition through this. So anyway, guys, bringing it all together, okay? Bringing it all together, my evaluation of the Wilson Combat Barrel is that it is better than the Noveske. We're seeing multiple sub-minute groups with the Wilson Combat, especially the groups that I felt really good about, like that the trigger pull was right on, the breathing was right on, I felt steady, heartbeat was good, I didn't have to pee. You know, those things that really contribute to good accuracy. I think that inherently that barrel is sub-minute accurate, and I think that if I do my part, it's good. And I think it beats the Noveske, where the Noveske we saw just a few sub-minute groups. This one we're seeing multiple sub-minute groups, and I'm seeing evidence that as I shoot well, the rifle shoots well. So the Wilson Combat Barrel is gonna stay on this rifle, and I think the Wilson Combat Barrel actually looks better than the Noveske barrel as well. So not that it really matters, you know, when it comes down to brass tacks, but looks, you know, looks. I mean, when it comes to this rifle, looks is part of it. So, but I think I'm going to keep that Wilson Combat Barrel. I'm pretty happy with how it's shooting now. I just really need to buckle down and get a hand load worked up. I need to either do the 77 grain Sierra Match King, or I need to really focus and get a good load with the 75 grain Boat Hill Hollow Point Match from Hornady. I really like this stuff because it has a better ballistic coefficient than the 77 grain Sierra Match King. But I'll tell you what, if the Sierra Match King shoots better, a quarter minute or more better than the Boat Hill Hollow Point, I'm going with the Match King. So we'll see. I just got to buckle down and actually get a hand load done up, and then just load up several hundred rounds of it. So, but anyway, guys, that's it. I think I'm going to be keeping that Wilson Combat Barrel. I think it outshot the Noveske. So there it is. I mean, that's my opinion. If you guys have any comments or questions about anything you've seen in this video, or just want to talk about what you've seen, leave them in the comment section down below. I really enjoy it when you guys comment. I mean, that's the main reason why I do videos like this, is to interact with you guys. So if you have a comment, please leave it down below. And if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. It does help the video out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this in the future. And as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.